Okay.
Good morning and welcome everyone. Welcome to San Francisco Public Works public hearing. Today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Time is 10 a.m. My name is Dadisi Najib. I'm the hearing officer for San Francisco Public Works, and our clerk is Miss Lay. Can you say your name correctly? I don't want to.
Sorry, you can call me Jackie if you want. It's
Jackie.
better, right?
Okay, Jackie.
Yes.
Jackie is our clerk today. And this hearing is being recorded via Zoom and will be available afterward through a link on the San Francisco Public Works website, sfpublicworks.org. As this is a virtual hearing, there is no sign-in sheet. So if you would like to receive information about the results of this hearing, please send an email to the email address listed on the hearing notice. This hearing is being held to consider two items today. Order the first will be public comments. Members of the public may address the hearing officer, myself, on matters that are within the department's jurisdiction, but not on today's agenda. And then we're here also to hear hearing order number 211855 to consider a request from the Glide Foundation for a Tier 3 Love Our Neighborhoods permit to install and maintain one sculpture occupying the public right-of-way adjacent to 320 Ellis Street. My job as the hearing officer is to gather facts for the hearing item, listen to your testimonies, and help our Director of Public Works make determinations. I will not be making any decisions today. Instead, I will forward the findings from this hearing and make my recommendations to the Director. The Director will make the final determinations. Once the Director's determinations are made, the Department will notify you of them if you have provided your contact information. The hearing will proceed as follows. I'll ask if there are any public comments on items within the department's jurisdiction, but not on today's agenda, and then hearing order number 211855. I will ask Public Works to staff to speak first and present the case. There's no time limit for this presentation. Then I will allow the property owner or applicant, I think in this case would be Glide's representative, to speak, then any member of the public or witness who wants to speak. Each speaker will have up to 3 minutes. The clerk will monitor the time for all speakers and will indicate when the speaker has 30 seconds left. If you are a party to this proceeding, I will call on you to speak. And if you'd like to use visual materials in your presentation, please let me know before you speak. You will then have the standard 3 minutes to provide your comments. If you are a member of the public or witness who wants to speak, wait for me to call for public comments, then use the Zoom's raise your hand feature. If you're not on a computer, to put yourself in the queue to speak. I'm sorry, use the Zoom's raise your hand feature if you're on a computer to put yourself in the queue to speak. And if you're not on a computer, meaning you're dialed in on your phone, you're going to press *9 to indicate you're raising your hand when it's your turn to speak, and I will recognize you. If on your phone and you're muted, press *6 to unmute yourself. And if you would like to use visual materials in your presentation, please let me know before you speak. You'll then have the standard 3 minutes to provide your comments. Comments and questions should be addressed to me and not to the department or the applicant. If you cannot finish your comments within the allotted time, you may submit written testimony to me by the end of this hearing. And if I feel that a question is warranted, I will ask the question. Once all comments are completed, I will close the item. At this time, we will now begin the hearing. I'll open the hearing to public comments. Members of the public who may make comments on matters that are within our department's jurisdiction, but not on today's agenda, can bring it up now at this time. Are there any public comments at this time on items not on today's agenda?
There's no public comment, officer.
Excellent, thank you. If there are no comments for this item, I will close the public comments item. First item on today's agenda is our order number 211855. Public Works, may I have your presentation? You're muted, Teresa.
Yourself?
Sorry about that.
All right.
I got it
Thank you.
now. Do you want me to share my screen?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. So, this is a, request to approve, 11 neighborhoods permit number 25 NE 0007 at 320 Ellis. The background on the permit is the applicant, Glide Foundation, approached DPW in late May requesting a permit authorizing the installation of a heart sculpture at 330 Ellis. It's one of those traditional San Francisco heart sculptures. Permit was submitted June 4th, 2025, and all required documents were received by July 3rd, 2025. So I, as the analyst, completed my administrative review of the permit between June 5th and June 24th of this year. Structural engineering reviewed the permit between June 24th and July 7th. They did request some minor clarifications and technical aspects, but nothing related to structure installation. It was more related to attachments. Engineering or structural engineering has given their blessing. The San Francisco Arts Commission approved the project on July 7th, 2023. The scope of my review, as an analyst, I look for eligibility under the DOS legislation for Love Our Neighborhoods, in compliance with federal and state law, municipal code, site plan review, and verification of posting, construction, budget, minor encroachment agreement, and maintenance and liability agreement. DPW's engineering team looks at maximum wind load capacity, seismic stability, and slide and uplift resistance. As far as hearing notification, the permit was scheduled for a hearing on July 9th, today, under DPW Order 211-855, which was issued June 26, 2025. Notification was provided to the community and posted at the location on June 27th, 2025, in compliance with the required 10-day notification period. As of July 8th, 2025, we received no protests or inquiries from the community. This is schematics for the structure, or for the heart installation. So it's going to be a total height of 5'3". It's going to have a total length of 6 feet, and the total depth is going to be 3 feet. So this is their engineering rendition of the sculpture. This is how it's going to be placed on Ellis Street. So it's going to be roughly 22 feet from the northwest corner of Taylor and Ellis. The sculpture will be set back in the curb and will align with the planters, so it'll be in between each of these planters, so that there's not a hazard like a block in the sidewalk. It allows for free flow of traffic. And there will be 7 feet and 6 inches of space between each planter and the sculpture. So between here and here, there'll be 7 feet, 6 feet of 7 feet and 6 inches of space on either side. We've reviewed the permit and determined that the amenity is in compliance with applicable codes and regulations. We're forwarding this for recommendation for approval once the applicant submits those minor adjustments to the spec sheet. But the outstanding items being asked by the structural team have no impact on their approval. It's like administratives. And so that's our recommendation. We're recommending it for approval. If you have final comments or want to follow up with me on this, Logan Hayden is the management assistant, and I am the permit analyst on this bit.
Thank you, Teresa. I have a couple questions for you. Who's going to be responsible for maintaining it once it's in?
The applicant will be.
Okay, and that includes graffiti and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah, there's a maintenance and liability agreement, and there's actually like a budget that maps out like how they're gonna take care of it over the next year, because it's in our public right of way, but they are required to maintain and keep it in compliance and keep it safe.
Okay. And how is that enforced?
Honestly, it's going to be enforced by complaint. So whenever we get complaints about it, or
Mhm.
911 calls, we will go out there and perform an inspection.
Okay.
Also, if our trucks are driving by and we see it needs work,
Mhm.
sometimes that happens. I get comments from my inspection team that they saw something in the field, and so I would reach out to the applicant. But we don't have regularly scheduled inspections. It's basically on complaint or inquiry by the public or other city staff.
Okay. Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate it. Is the applicant available or present today? Someone from Glide or Glide representative?
Yes, my name is
Okay.
Pooja. I'm a senior operations manager at Glide, and I've been working with Teresa on the application.
Okay. Do you have any visual materials you want to share?
Other than what Teresa had, I can pull up a presentation briefly that shows a rendering of the heart in the between
Okay.
the planters. 1 second, please.
Okay, Pooja, thank you. I didn't know if you had or not. If I've seen the renderings and everything, so
Okay.
unless you wanted
Okay.
to share it, I don't know that. Don't feel pressed to have to share it if you hadn't planned. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I have it pulled up, so I'm happy
Okay.
to. I don't know if I can share screen.
Um,
If not, that's fine. If you've already seen it, then it's okay.
okay. Okay, we're ready for your presentation or comments.
Okay. I support this sculpture being in the being in our public right away. We do have a robust maintenance plan. We hose down that area every day. We also have anti-graffiti coating. The heart is already coated with anti-graffiti coating, and we have some extra on hand should we need it. And we are familiar with getting rid of graffiti should our area get tagged. So that is this in our wheelhouse, and we're
Mhm.
excited to have the heart. And I think it's more, I mean, it's more than just a sculpture. I think it's part of beautification of the Tenderloin and cultivating a culture of support for local artists. So I think we feel deeply invested in the heart as a symbol of the neighborhood, of the area, and of San Francisco.
Okay, well, that sounds great. Does that conclude your presentation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Pooja. Is there anyone else attending today who wishes to speak on this matter?
There's only 4 of us, officer. No,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, well, if there are no more comments for this item, I will now close the item and prepare to make my recommendations to the director. And if there are no public comments on any of the items on today's agenda, so there's no one else here today, I'm going to make sure I cover that. I'm hereby closing this hearing. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording.